Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's a thing where he thinks, like, maybe DK's better against Marth than Sheik, but maybe it's a familiarity thing.
Yeah.
He's trying to sort of blend in a new character without, like, really just giving, like, going cold turkey.
All right,
And
so that's a quick stop.
DK has quite the punish game.
He does have a pretty absurd punish game in some situations.
A lot of the bad characters or lower tier characters, like, really have punishes, but just fall apart in the neutral. They can't compete.
Yeah.
Their moves just aren't enough. Like,
And they're too slow.
what did you, the usual case I think is like, whereas like Falco's back air will do like 12, like a low tier's back air will do like 6.
Yeah.
And the problem is it makes it super crouch cancelable, and it's hard to like get your stuff started, like a combo to be able to launch. Wow, sick combo.
Yeah, that was
DK
real nice.
is so giant that you kind of just,
kinda keep him in there.
freestyle swing your sword off of like. Marth has no like direct combo off the throws because he's so heavy, but he can do an up throw, and then if he gets in the next hit, then it really takes off.
Yeah. Okay.
Dan is grab machine. You're gonna see him dash dance grabbing like everything he can. Especially if he thinks he's gonna out punish you, then it's okay more for him to take riskier neutral.
Yeah.
Because he only has to win 2 out of 3 neutrals, you know, or 1 out of 3 neutrals to take the stocks. Yeah, he knows a lot of like little tricks about the matchup that Sago certainly doesn't.
That's one thing I think that sets DK apart from a few of the other low tiers is that at some low tiers you really have to win neutral a couple times to take a stock, but DK, if he gets one good opening, can capitalize.
Yes. Something like Ness, where you can sort of just slide out of his combos.
Right.
Because of the way his forward air is like not a real move and such.
Oh my god. The punch.
I don't know enough about DK combos to know if there's just like some nice DIs out. But
what unavoidable, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of it looks legit. A lot of what Dan is like having the well, he just suicided there, but where he knows more about the situation than you do is his recoveries.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of fades and sort of drifts around the stage to try to like get hit by your, not necessarily avoid you, but get hit in a way that gets him back. He might accept a couple more hits if it means that eventually he'll grab the ledge.
Right.
You know, he's not trying to get back every time. He's playing for the rest of the game.
Yeah, playing to make it.
We'll see if this is a kill.
No.
Yeah, behind. I think forward air is guaranteed on other DIs.
Yeah, and so it's pretty much coming out of the wire here.
Yeah, Sago's got to keep a lid on DK. Now he's back, and now it's kind of scary
from DK's perspective.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Because you're usually, you know, when you're at low percents, it feels like you're both playing more cautious neutral because you're feeling it out. But when at the end of the match, you're not sure what their nerves are like, so they might go for something, yeah, and that changes how you feel they're gonna play.
So if you were Marth in this situation, where would you want to take a DK?
FD if you can.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure. Like, you have marginal advantage in the dash dance speed and range, but what you really get is the moves. You get down tilt.
Yeah.
So huge. DK has nothing against that. He might be able to hop over it with a back air, but he has to be faced certain ways that he might not be able to get to via certain dash dances. So you can kind of like game against him that way.
Mobility.
It's green. DK's got some invincibility on up B, the startup. Maybe only if it's grounded. I don't
know about that.
I don't feel the need to know that.
I know he loses his charge on his punch if he gets hit out of the up B.
Yeah, I just mentioned. Yeah, we were just talking about that about Samus.
Yeah.
Same deal. Some bit of code not in the right place.
That's one of those bugs that was actually patched in PAL.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
That's
part of their balance.
It's good to know. They patched a lot of stuff. There's a lot of little things they worked on in this game that really don't amount to stuff, amount to competitive nuance, but you just sort of, it's nice that they fixed it, you know?
Yeah. Actually, the changes that they made in PAL almost make me respect Nintendo for knowing how to make the game well, because they were smart changes.
Dude, Sakurai foresaw everything. He made Melee this amazing game, and then he knew that people were starting to like sort of slow down playing it. So when Brawl came out, it had to be really bad, so that we wouldn't just like accept our fate with a mediocre game.
It was the challenge.
Yeah,
if we could withstand that test.
If it was like a mediocre game, we totally would have like just played it and not played Melee again.
Yeah.
So it was like a necessity that Brawl was bad.
Yeah, people say this all the time, but if PM had been Brawl, you know, would Melee scene be like it is today?
Well,
Probably not
I guess
at
it
all.
depends on what version you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people don't like some versions of PM with various amounts of justification.
Yeah. All right.
That D behind is really throwing DFU off.
Yeah, he can't get follow-ups off of that.
Doesn't look like it. He's not trying for him.
All right, so clean.
Dude, what a response.
We're coming into game 3.
Yeah, here's another place where character expertise comes in a lot. What do you ban against Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong, I assume he wants a stage with like platforms that he can actually get up to, so he can combo upwards.
Yeah,
using like Yoshi.
Yeah, the little hops.
Like
He does love Battlefield.
Yeah.
And another thing, you can pick against like certain general principles about DK, like maybe he has like certain recovery or certain you know where he wants to be on platforms or not, and pick against that. But maybe the DK player is like sort of specialized and knows some little area that they try to beat you on that's not necessarily like
the main
what you want.
Thing.
Yeah. I think it's still best to just counterpick the character and
instead of the player. Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe they're really good at edge guarding on Battlefield, but if DK is not good at edge guarding on Battlefield, then take him there.
Yeah.
And beat his strength. You don't have to play around his strength. If you're picking, you can get the strength.
Okay, that was a nice fade to avoid that tipper.
Yeah, man, DFU always picks Battlefield, I guess.
Okay, he almost got spiked there. Oh. That's hard. Marth kind of has free hits when he's recovering like that.
Yeah, that's part of maintaining like a strong punish. Wow, the freebie.
Okay. And now it's an even game.
I think that's like not really that bad.
No.
Not just because he was at a high percent, but like you sort of mentally reset yourself when you get a kill, because you know all the timings of when they're going to come back. But when he sort of surprise you with the death, then you're it can kind of psych you out. You don't feel like you might not get the think time that you wanted, and you don't feel like you are killing them, even though the match is close.
Oh!
Just because they suicided, even though you're going to kill them anyway, you don't get that hit.
Yeah, so it might be even, but you don't feel like you're playing even with them.
Yeah, and these things you should probably exclude and take it for what it is. Like I've stopped when I'm dying with Falco, I don't shoot like lasers at them while I'm dying to try to hope for that 2%. It really like messes with me, and I like think about whether or not it hit for like the next 10 seconds of the next stock, and
so it's just not worth it.
It's not worth it. There's no real benefits. Like
yeah, at best you get a couple percent.
Yeah, what if they I shoot it at the ledge and they like run off and get hit by it and like freak out and air dodge off? Like it's not worth it to me. The unlikeliness.
Yeah, and plus it's not an element of your game that is like worth developing.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I want bigger gains.
Yeah.
I love Dan using a beat in sort of neutral-ish situations.
Yeah.
Or I guess not as a recovery tool, where he's really trying to slurp you up. And he returns the favor. 3-stock match. They played 3 stocks each.